Hey guys, welcome to For the Fans. I'm your host Kevin and I'm here with CJ and we are here to talk about Big Brother 27 week 3 in the house, 4 in the house?
I guess this is the start of week 4.
Yeah,
Three people have
something
been
like that.
voted out.
Yeah, yeah. CJ,
Yeah.
good to see you, my friend.
What's going on?
Nothing much. 5 PMers are here again talking about 5 PMers at 7 p.m. West Coast time, Big Brother time. We're here to talk about everything that happened. Please like and subscribe and follow us so that way you know when we go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7-ish, I mean 7:12, whatever. It's around
It's
7.
approximate.
Yeah.
CP time.
Yeah, you know how it go. Jump in the chat. Let us know you're here. We would love to talk because we're talking to you guys. Let Tasha knows we're here talking to you. Tasha, good to see you. And CJ, it's been quite a week in the Big Brother house.
Yep.
Um, I was really excited about yesterday's episode. Yesterday's episode was a lot of fun. I know we have to get through Lauren's underwhelming HOH.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say it now because I think it's funny, but like every person that I've been excited for this season has let me down.
Bruh, how, like, we were so, like, we don't get a lot, but we were so off.
And it's funny because like I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. I said if I went into the house and could align with anyone, I would align with Lauren. And then I watched her HOH, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to work with her.
I might have been gone. Like,
Yeah,
I might have been
she
gone.
might have sent me home, and I have her as like my final two. Like, what's going on? And I'm just gonna jump to it right now. I was gonna wait till later to bring this up, but I watched the show with my wife, and she was surfing Reddit after last night's episode, and this has nothing to do with last night's episode, but just the title of the Reddit post is "How Three Nominees Result in Bad HOHs Sending Their Allies Home." And I'm just going to read you the post. It's from Old Project 5790, and it went up 22 hours ago. When you have to nominate three people, you're clearly starting a war with the side. You can't convince two of the nominees they are not the target because that means the target can win the blockbuster and one of the pawns, quote unquote, is guaranteed to go home. So it's almost impossible for the HOH to truly sell the nominees that they're just a pawn. Whereas if you have two nominees, you can just tell one of them that they're the pawn and the house pariah is the real target without ever starting a war. However, when you nominate three people, you're fine with going home. You're basically making three enemies. And with the three enemies, the odds of veto getting used increase by 17% and goes up to 50% because now you have three people playing for it instead of two.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you're very likely to nominate a fourth person. And that's where the quote unquote bad HOH starts. When you have a choice, you can make a truce with the other side, aka the people you nominated, by sacrificing someone from your own alliance. Probably the person at the bottom of your alliance who wouldn't have the social power to go against being a pawn, since from their perspective, they are guaranteed to go against someone from the opposing alliance on eviction night, regardless of who wins the blockbuster. Though HOH has an extreme incentive to take this deal and sacrifice someone from their side, either they put up a fourth nominee from the other side and have at least three directly coming for them, or they can put up the bottom person from their alliance, make a deal with the other side so they won't be targeted in future weeks, and send home a person from their alliance. That's why we've been getting so many bad HOHs after the arena twist. That's why so many people have been sending their allies home from HOH. The game has changed so much more than people actually realize. That's the end of
So,
it. Well, hold
I
on, wait.
think,
Before that, let me give you the first comment because I think you're going to say something similar. This isn't a fault of the three nominee system. The players this season are bad. The players last season were bad also. The difference is that last season we had a few players who weren't complete idiots.
so that's a good point, but I don't think it's even that. Like I said several times over the last 2 weeks, this is the invention of the 3 point shot. This is the invention of the forward pass. This is the invention of um, new be being able to add something that comes completely different. And we're in this infancy, right? I if I'm in the house right now and I'm aligned with if I'm Will and I want HOH, right? I'm putting up Keanu, Kelly, and Riley.
Yes.
If one of them comes down, I'm putting up Catherine.
Yes.
That is it. Because I don't care of the four of you who goes home. Who's my target? Any of you motherfuckers.
But that's why I keep talking about people playing a scared game, and I'm really annoyed with everyone. Because everyone is afraid to draw a line in the sand too early.
Correct.
But there's nothing wrong with drawing a line in the sand when there's 10 of you.
So it's not even that I'm afraid of drawing the line in the sand too early. If no one knows on the block has won HOH yet, so let's not go there. If you're in the situation where you are Lauren last week, I ride with Catherine and Vince. I like the girls. Everyone else could kind of go up. And my excuse would be, we're just not that close. And literally, I would just say that. We're just not that close. I'm not putting up anyone. Right. I'm not putting up anyone I talk to on a regular basis about game.
Yeah.
And who's my target? Any of you. Like, I'll tell each of them it's a different one of them. But in reality, all y'all can get it. Because I understand at least two of you will be back. If not three of you, because I may have to use, I probably, like it said in the post, it goes up to 50-50 that is going to get used. So I'm only putting up people that can get it. I'm not putting up nobody that I'm with, nobody that I'm talking to, nobody I'm rocking with. Because especially this early in the game, there are still 14 people in this house.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to be a difficult decision. There's a bottom three when there's 14 people in the house.
And I'm not even talking about like bottom three of my own alliance. If I'm rocking with 6 people, those 6 people are with me. Y'all go ahead, put your feet up. Make sure y'all just let me know who you voting for. Because I'm about to put up 3 people or 4 people or 5 people that I don't rock with. The fact that Jimmy on his HOH put up Amy is wild. There was the amount of times he's like, it's too early to start this war. The war is already brewing.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of it. If you're not working with Zach, put him up. If you're not working with Vinny, put him up.
And it's funny because he says it's too early to start that war. But like, if the war is already brewing and you're the only side with a gun, why not take the first shot?
Correct. And best believe they're going to shoot back. I know that. Am I in the line of fire? Of course I am. But also, though, this is another thing, is that I have a different hubris, right? And I think that I know that you would be looking at me anyway, right?
Correct.
If I'm hanging low, if I'm laying low, or if I'm playing on top, I know that you're going to be looking at me regardless. And Tasha mentioned the Vince missed during Lauren's HOH, right? I would not be misted because I'm not just trying to be on this dude's good side. If he's working with everyone, then he's not working with anyone. That's very obvious. If everyone's saying this dude's good with everyone, then he's good with no one. He's good with himself. That means he's got to go up. I'm putting up, if I'm working with the Mickey Morgan side, I'm putting up Zach, I'm putting up Vince, I'm putting up Keanu, I'm putting up Riley. One of those 3 are going to go up. When one comes down, one more goes up.
Yep.
That's just it. And if, heaven forbid, the 4th one wins the veto and takes one of them down, then sorry, Catherine, you go up. Because you're not really rocking with my side. It is me, Jimmy, Will, Ashley, Morgan, Mickey. If I'm over on that side. If I'm on the other side with the boys, I'm putting up Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley. Mm-hmm. Done and done. Easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the other thing. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to put up Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley. Well, I can still put up Rachel. I can still put up Jimmy. You know, like, there's so many people.
There's enough of them that I'm putting up people that are, if you are tangentially connected to us, we had one conversation. It's more than I have with Will. Go ahead and hit that block, dog. Like, that's. And then there's people that are legitimately non-factors in the middle. Ava, Will, Lauren, they're in the middle. So like
they
on
can
a
go
Lauren
up too.
Right? Correct. No. They can't go up because they're a very distinct group of people not rocking with me.
Well, I mean, like, as we go later, like the problem, like you said,
later.
there's still 14, 15 people in the house during Lauren's HOH. So I have 14 to choose from. It's not difficult to make a power rankings of who I want to work with at this point in the game and
Bro, we
cut the
do
bottom three.
we do rankings as we get later in the season. We do rankings on the show every week. The rankings, it's very easy to put down a list. Dude, one of my favorite things to do, and people hate it, but I do it at work all the time. I say, hey, who are your top 3 favorite coworkers? I just do it all like when I'm just chilling, and it's because like there's everyone could do a ranking, right? Everyone can do a ranking. I can do a top 2 favorite people that watch us every week, and I got Sheldon at 2, and I got Tasha at 1. It's very easy. I see who's in the chat. That's who's here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could easily do a ranking, and if it's like I gotta cut somebody, well, that ranking pretty much told me where we're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know your wife watches, but she don't be in the chat. So
Yeah, exactly.
She number 3. But if she might move higher than Sheldon if she were to talk a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But Tasha here every week chit chatting. You know what I'm saying? She's talking right to us. So
That's
like
funny.
that's how it's very easy to figure out who's rocking and who's not rocking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you're in, because we're gonna pull it up here, we're gonna pull up the banner. During Lauren's HOH reign, when she's sitting there and she's like, "Who do I put up? I'm so confused. It only leaves Adrian. I don't want to start things with the other side." If you know that things are about to pop off, it's time to take the shot. If you want to keep Keanu going, put him up.
So the biggest problem for Lauren is that Lauren hadn't picked a side.
Correct.
Lauren was protected on the Will side by Will, but Will's not even really like in that group. He's just protected by that group.
What Will wasn't? Oh, you mean Will was protected,
Yeah.
not Lauren? Yeah.
Yeah, like Will's not in the big group of the, Morgan, Ashley, Jimmy, Mickey.
No. He's in the big group. He's not in the small group.
He's in the Onion. Yeah, like it's an Onion alliance. He's in the group of 7, but he's not in the 4.
The group of 4, correct.
Yeah, so like, if I know he's with the 7, and I took a shot at the 4, like the small 4, because me and Catherine aren't in that group, even though Catherine actually is in that group, she just doesn't know it.
Look, Catherine says she hate Ashley. If my girl Catherine says she hate Ashley, then we're taking a shot at Ashley, Mickey, and Morgan.
Yeah, because if I'm putting up Ashley, I'm putting up the 2 people who are most likely to take her down.
And sorry, y'all, any of y'all can get it because I'm not really rocking with y'all. We rocking with Riley because that's my girl's boyfriend, sorta, but like not really, but sorta. We're rocking with Vince because that's my ace.
Yep.
We're rocking with Zach.
We're rocking with Zach because he has a crush on me and he'll do what I want.
He loved me. He loved me. You know what I'm saying? So if that's that group over here, that just means we're taking the shot over there. And we have to.
And I get I don't necessarily want Keanu either, but if you know that group has 9, you kind of need Keanu.
Correct. And anytime I'm HOH and someone's telling me, and everyone's telling me this person is who I should put up, oh, sounds like y'all can take care of that then.
Yeah.
Like, oh, everybody wants Keanu gone? Cool. Someone else do it then. Why has it got to be me?
Yeah, because if I'm in the group of 5 taking a shot at the group of 9, I'm not putting up 1 and having them pissed off at me. I'm putting up 3 and having them pissed off at me. Like,
correct.
It doesn't make any sense to me, I'm waiting to start the war. I've never understood that. I'm starting the war when I have the numbers and I know I will come out ahead.
Correct. It makes the most sense. So like when she goes and she decides to put up so first off, I gotta pay proper respects. Ashley finds out she might be going up. Ashley puts in that work.
Yeah. Which they didn't show.
Right. But that work she put in has Vince wishy-washy, and it leads to Adrian going on the block. Now, how did we get to Adrian?
I
Adrian's
have
one of the people
no
rocking
idea.
with us.
Yeah, like the alliance they haven't shown the bond. He's in it.
Yeah,
You
well,
have
the bond was nothing because Lauren never cared about it because she put Will up.
true. But if you had six, even if you don't care about that group, you're not working with the other group. So let's keep this group intact, and I can make a decision if I'm actually in the group later.
Yeah, well, even crazier to me is that like, I want. In what world? Tell me how. Make this make sense for me, CJ. Someone was on the block. Me and 12 other people voted to keep them.
Yeah,
I'm now HOH. In what world do I think they're going to be going home?
yeah,
The numbers just weren't numbering.
yeah.
Like
It's the it's the Curtis from season one. Everybody likes him, so he's just gonna go up there so you can send someone else home.
yeah, bruh. So Tasha here in the chat hit the nail on the head. What's the point of winning HOH if you don't have a plan? What's the point of winning HOH if you don't have a plan?
They want their letter and their snacks.
Everybody got a plan though. Like you have to have a tangential plan.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, we got a plan on how the show gonna go.
it's a
It might go off
concept of a
the
plan.
yeah, it may go off the rails. Things get out of hand. If your plan was only put up Keanu loses veto, profit, it's not a good plan. That's not even a plan.
No,
Because then step one, put up Keanu. Step two, Keanu won the veto.
and that's why you have to have a bottom three. Okay, so if Keanu's dead last, what about Kelly? I'm sure she's like second to dead last,
Yeah.
so she should
But
probably sit next to him.
But she was up there, and then she was like, "Kelly, I don't want you to go home." What? If we're doing all the house targets, we should be putting up all the house targets. How did Adrian get in this? Why is Will in here?
That's the other thing, and that's why you and me in the house, like compared to all these people, we would just be savage because we would bring them up, and I'd be like, "I'm putting you on the block. Why are you putting me on the block? Because I don't care if you go home, because you're working with these people,
Real talk.
which aren't the people I'm
I'm not
working
gonna
with."
tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that I don't care you go home. But if you're on the block, it's because I don't care if you go home.
Yeah, exactly.
I am. There's not a single person I'm putting on the block that I think I want to be here.
Yeah, and I'm just constantly redoing my power ranking. So when we get to 6, if you're sitting on the block, it's because I still don't care if you're here. It's just when we had 10, I cared, but we have 6 now.
Yeah, and mind you, those other four of them, I didn't care if they were here. You know? And if a couple of them slip through because I'm still mad, that means you're not 6. That means you are 4 because
Yeah.
a couple of them stuck around. But I'm constantly doing power rankings, and you just don't have the mustard. Like that's just it.
And if you're my ride or die, the only way you end up on the block at all is if one of us didn't win HOH
Pause.
and one of us
Pause.
didn't win veto.
You just
At
said
4.
you're my ride or die.
At 4,
If you're my
you didn't
ride,
let me finish.
You
You didn't let me finish.
I'm glad you said
At
at
4.
Because if you're my ride or die, homie, go get some lemonade, and I'll call you on Thursday. Like,
Yeah.
like that is what more other conversation? If when in week 1, when Vince tells Kelly, "I want to make you my final 2, but I'm also putting you on the block." I don't care if Kel volunteered. She could have ran up there and sat on the couch. I would have said, "Get up. What are you doing? Move.
Yeah.
Well,
And that's the
Amy,
thing.
take a seat." Like that is,
But that's the funny thing. It's like Vince was actually considering it like a legitimate final 2. So why would you ever do it? And if it was I'm putting this in my pocket for later because it's not really a final 2, unless we're both here at 6, you still don't put her up.
right. Because I got to keep that around as an option.
Yeah.
The stuff this season, the stuff hasn't made sense. And like the post said, these players have been bad. Last season's players were also bad. So that is a thing we have to factor in, is that bad gameplay is bad gameplay.
Yeah.
But something Sharon Armstrong from Rob Had the Podcast was mentioning. He was saying, has it all just been bad gameplay all along? But normally with two people, you could mask bad gameplay, but the moment you have to put in 3 or 4 or 5, that's when the gameplay is just always bad. And it's like, maybe, but we talk about sports all the time. But and the 3-point shot is what I talk about the most, because to me it makes the most sense as a thing that took years to really understand. But has everyone just been shooting the mid range? Has everyone just been shooting the mid range and shooting the midi, and then now they're like, oh, the midi's a bad shot. Like, all along, the midi's always been a bad shot, but no one thought about the fact that the mid-range jumper is not a great shot in the NBA.
Yeah. Well, I would say that it's really proof that people don't understand exponential growth. Like, or people don't understand the difference between a million and a billion and what those 3 zeros actually mean. Because it's like, okay, I can put up 2 people, and then if one of them comes down, I put up a third person, and it's fine. But now it's like, oh, well, now I have to put up 4 people. Okay, but there's still 15 people. Like, you're not close with 15 people. You're close with 6 people.
5? Yeah, that's it. And
like,
so
does everyone know that you have a sister named Sue and that your childhood dog Sparky was a golden retriever? No.
No. And so if they ain't got that information, they could probably see that block.
Yeah.
And mind you, after it's done, as long as they don't win HOH, you're probably gonna be okay. You can fix that thing.
And that's the other thing. Why are you living in fear of them winning HOH when they have a less than 10% chance? Because comp equity is back.
Well, forget that part. Forget that part, actually. The back door is broken. The back door has been padded shut.
Yes.
Because of the blockbuster, right? So if you want to help reduce the person's chances, you could put them on the block. You could put them on the block, but they got a 33% chance of sticking around. So it's not padded shut. The door is closed though. The back door is closed. There's like a crack in it.
It opens the jury. Back door is locked. It opens the jury.
That's kind of just it. And so, with that being the case, like, we just got to be going for the people we cool not being here. And so that leads us to our next thing with Adrian's last ride. Adrian was somebody Lauren was not cool not being here. Then why would you ever subject him? Not only that, when she put him up, she kept saying, I should just put up Ashley. That was someone you were cool not being here.
Yes. If you wanted Ashley to go, why did you not put Ashley on the block when you were the one that could decide that Ashley gets to go on the block? Well, in what world does that make sense? Where someone you like and someone you dislike, and you choose the person you dislike.
And then immediately go, man, I should have kept the person I liked.
Yeah.
No shit. No shit. The thing that's crazy though, like, is the fact that one conversation, Ava was able to easily flip this thing.
And I wanted to talk about that too, because Ava lays out the numbers, and Vince and Zach go, we can't make Lauren make that choice and force a 6-6 tie. You make her take the shot and hold the gun as the cops walk in.
Well, I get why Zach wouldn't want her to do that.
If you do that, you're declaring war, but you have the numbers.
Here's the thing. If we were going to declare war, we should have taken out Ashley.
Yes. That's the other thing. You could have declared war then and just brought Keanu to your side. You could have brought Kelly to, like, they're already on your side, but you're not on their side because you're working in a sub-alliance of 3.
I don't know if I'm sure you heard there was a prison break a little while ago in New Orleans. I think 10 dudes broke out, 12 dudes. 12, I think it might have been 12.
I think it was more than that.
No. It was 10 to 12. It was 10 to 12. Broke out of New Orleans jail.
And they caught like 6, 7 of them in the first weekend.
Yeah. They got them all real quick. There was 10 dudes, 10 inmates. 10 inmates escaped. A couple of them were gotten within hours. The rest of them were captured over time. If you show the mugshots, there's one dude that looks like Gus Fring, that looks like Gus from Breaking Bad. You look at the moment I saw that picture, said that dude's a mastermind. He's the one that masterminded this. Because the other 9 dudes all been captured. That happened May 16th, CJ. He's still on the run.
Nice.
He live in Peru. You know what I'm saying? He gone. That dude gone. The reason I bring that up is because he said these other 9 were expendable. I said that from the beginning. He said these other 9, I'm cool if they get caught. Like I don't know nor care what happened to them.
They're the diversion.
Correct. They're the diversion.
Like I need them to get me out, but they're the diversion so that I can execute my plan and get out.
Because I have the plan. They're just gonna get out. One dude was caught like under the car on Bourbon Street. He was like under a car on Bourbon. Like he had no plan. That dude just said I'm out. But Derek was like, that dude's coming with us. Because when they catch him, that's gonna be resources and manpower while I am going to continue to get the things I need to go to Peru.
Yeah, he's as the mastermind, he's probably the only one that's like communicating with someone on the outside and says, you're picking me up at this time on this night and you're driving me here so I can get out of the country.
Yeah, we're going to change these 2 cars and then we're going to have this car parked. We're going to have the plates changed and I'm gone.
Yep.
That was the plan or something, right? And so having that plan and having people, you're cool going is fine. The fact that Ava was like, the people that you just named are all people want gone. Now, mind you, the people that we want gone are the people that want them to stick around. So that's really the soldiers you need if you're fighting the war.
Yes.
Riley, the Catherine, the Keanu's, the Kellys. That's the soldiers we need.
Yeah, especially if you know that there's sides to the house and the group of 7 comes to you and says, we want these 3 people gone. Great, you just gave me my allies because I know I'm on the bottom of your alliance.
Yeah.
I can make something for myself over here.
And now what Gambit said? And that what Gambit said in Deadpool Wolverine? I'm about to make a name for myself.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's really what it was. Like, that's if you look and you're like, those are the soldiers I'm going to need for this incoming war. And like you just said, Lauren didn't want to make the move. This is Vinny and Zach's fault, by the way. If they told her make the move on Ashley, they would have had the numbers.
Yep.
They would have been able to make the move. They would have been able to start the war.
And they would have been in control of the game with a 8-6 advantage.
They would have had the numbers because then you would have Mickey Morgan, Rachel, Jimmy. Ava might flip.
Yeah.
Will might flip.
Yeah.
That's only 4.
Yeah.
You're in control of the warfare, and you control what's going to happen here. But we didn't get
because,
that.
And that's the thing you said. So and so might flip. So and so might flip. Cool. They're numbers for me right now, and they're at the bottom of my totem pole.
Correct. Those are the people I want. I need, because like Derek Groves, I need people that are going to get caught.
Mm-hmm.
I need people that are going to get caught before you get to me.
Yeah, because like, if I know I'm working with 5 people, we all know that the numbers 8, 9, and 10 are the bottom. So as long as one of us are in control, they're going to go. And if none of us are in control and it's one of those people on the bottom, well, they're not going to shoot at me because I roped them in. I'm the one that brought them in.
Correct. It makes the most sense, but they didn't push Lauren to make the move, so she gets Adrian out there. Adrian's out there fighting for his life. Adrian loved his game. Adrian thought he had the votes to stay, because he did, until Ava said, what are y'all doing? And then Vince and Zach went, we don't want to be with those people.
And the worst part is that was like 2 hours before eviction.
No, it was the day before. She originally said the day before.
Was it the day
But
before?
yeah, it was originally the day before. And that immediately just turned them off to it, though. They were like, yeah, I don't want to do that. We're out. We're out. We're out. We're out on the plan that we made. Should we tell Riley and Catherine? Well, Catherine already said that she was going to be 10 toes down. So,
Yeah.
nah, we just let them fry. And that's what they end up doing, right? Adrian goes out. He gets some bread. I don't really know what happened with the bread. They talked about it in a couple of exit interviews. He just loves bread or some shit. I don't really know. But Adrian gets up at this house. I know that in our little thing,
Our draft or our predictions.
before the draft are the evictions. I said Adrian would make the jury. You said no. You got that one. Adrian was my number 2 pick. Adrian's gone. I've lost Zay, and then you lost Amy. I am down 1 to you.
Yeah.
In terms of the draft. And that is just an interest. I don't know where we're at in this game, right? Because things continue to roll. Because with everything going on and Adrian's early termination, Riley, Catherine, Keanu, Kelly fired up. Zach, I mean, I gotta say, Vince going in and just pulling everything on Zach and crying and acting like he's so hurt. Smart move. It seemed to garner some favor. They seem to turn on Zach, though.
It's funny because you're turning on Zach, but you know Zach is attached to Lauren. So what? Like, are you going to cut? Are you willing to cut Lauren or piss Lauren off by going after? Like, obviously he's not Lauren's final 2, but like they're close. Lauren knows she can count on him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You still like you need to be able to work with people that you don't necessarily care for.
Correct.
Because there's too many people in the game right now to not. Like,
but
you don't need to work with people you dislike at 6.
Vince is closer to Lauren. I mean, she was like, what are we doing? But Zach wants to be closer to Lauren, right? It's an interesting little... I mean, Vince talked about it in the episode. He said, Morgan loved Zach. Zach loved Lauren. Lauren wants to play Big Brother.
Yes.
And that's literally how it is. So you would not expect Zach to do anything different. But then we go into the HOH competition. Starts off, got to pick teams. Immediately, Kelly's out. It's a rough night for Kelly. She's realizing she's not Tucker. You know what I'm saying? I think it's been 3 weeks. She's now realized that.
How did she not know that she was like
House Parade
on the bottom?
Because she's Tucker.
She's not as charismatic. Like,
she loves puzzles. She loves competitions. She can pull herself off the block.
I wonder, like, watching her play this game, I wonder if when she's outside of the game, she thinks she's like a wild, crazy party girl, but she's at home doing jigsaw puzzles at 10 p.m. on a Saturday.
Probably.
I question how much self-awareness she has.
I think she's very much aware where everybody's at this point.
At this point, but she was shocked to find out.
I think though, because she thought that these people, like she was over here volunteering from the block, trying to make these people's quote unquote life easier. She just wants to compete. You know, I think Kelly's gonna have a crazy glow up on the challenge.
She'll never make the challenge.
She's winning all these competitions.
It doesn't matter. She's not one of the pretty people. She's not an athlete. She's not going to make the challenge. And I'm not saying Kelly's ugly. Like, don't take that as that. She's just not what they typecast. So I don't see how she gets on. I think that if we're talking about challenge casting, I think we're going to see Catherine, Lauren if she wants to go, Zach, maybe Riley,
Zach
of the ones in there. Oh, Zach is going.
Sure win.
Yeah. And maybe Zay.
Zay for sure. Tasha says that actually she travels a lot. That's right. She did say that she travels all over the world. And she definitely...
Oh, yeah. She was the one that said she solo traveled.
Yeah. She also doesn't know the game for sure, and that's the
Nope.
hard part is that there was so many people that don't know the game in here. But one person that didn't know the game was Riley. But we're gonna get to Riley. They picked the teams. You said you really enjoyed the HOH competition.
I really enjoyed the gameplay that happened during the HOH competition.
Tasha Chigadas. What about Morgan? Is the hard part about Morgan on the challenge is that Morgan's like 33.
Yeah, it if Morgan wants to go on the challenge, I don't know if they call her, but
I mean,
if they call her,
beautiful former D1 athlete.
yeah, former track star, she can run. I don't know if you watched Challenge season or the episode premiere last week, the season premiere last week, or 2 weeks ago, the episode 0 where they like do the pairings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They basically had to run up and down a mountain. I think Morgan can run up and down a mountain, and it'll be like when Amber was on with CT, and CT was like, "I just need you to run. You don't got to think. You don't got to do anything else. I just need you to run." I think at worst, Morgan is that. And she'll actually play the game.
Morgan is definitely someone I can see being on the challenge for sure. It actually might even get me watching the challenge again. Tasha wants to know how's young Cedric doing?
Very little screen time, but he's being ignored, which is good for right now.
That's a good thing early, because it's still early. We're like episode 2.
There's 32 people in the house. He gets a couple of lines. He's fine.
Young Cedric. You know, I haven't watched the challenge since Spies, Lies, and Allies.
Oh, you're missing out.
I haven't watched it in a long time. I watched all of 40 that my boy Brandon was in. So
Knowing Brandon ruined the challenge for you.
it did. It did. I know him, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's my boy. And then he was in one episode, and that's how much 40 I watched. Go back. You were saying though you like the HOH competition.
I like the HOH competition because they, after refusing
Classic
to
Beam.
declare, well, yeah, classic Beam with twist. After refusing to declare war during Lauren's HOH, they have to declare war while they're pairing up. So that's what I really liked about this. And you see, in the first round, Kelly gets left out because Kelly's on the side with 5. Lauren's trying to float in the middle. So it really is a side with 5. Kelly's left out of her side of 5. The side of 8 just breaks into 4-4, no issues.
And hold on, pause. And as you were just saying, in terms of like having a hierarchy, no one in that side of 5 wanted Kelly either.
Yes.
Therefore,
so if Kelly's clocking this, Kelly knows she's at the bottom of her 5, which means I should probably look at making some inroads on the side of 8.
that's usually how that math works.
Yeah. And you make some inroads so that when you get to 8, 9 people with your side of 5, well, now I could flip back to the other side and maybe do some climbing. But no one is playing the game that way, and that's what's frustrating me.
We break that down to the first one. What did you think of once Keanu eliminated? Mind you, he eliminated Will, which was crazy.
Because he doesn't trust him.
Well, it's a balance beam. Will ain't doing shit on this beam.
Yeah.
You keep Will in the game. Anyway.
I have terrible balance, so I would not be trying to go at any point.
I think I think that when you're looking at the field, if you get to eliminate 4, I'm keeping Will in. I'm keeping Ava in.
Lessen their chances of winning.
Yes, I'm getting rid of Rachel. I'm getting rid of Morgan. I'm getting rid of Mickey. I'm getting rid of Ashley.
Yes.
It is that. Our Jimmy, of the 5, I'm getting rid of 4.
Yes, correct. But we'll go past that because Keanu just declared war, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Keanu declared war." Yes, but the war should have been declared 3 weeks ago. Anyway,
Yeah,
so we get to the next part. Make yourself groups of 3. I love Rachel grabbing Keanu. I'm with him.
I'm with Keanu.
We already have teams. Nope, not
I'm
anymore.
with Keanu.
I'm with him.
I'm with Keanu. I'm with Keanu. I'm with Keanu. I'm with Keanu.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. And it's brilliant gameplay because it's like, well, I just watched this dude beast this challenge, so I either can throw and make sure he doesn't win for his side, or I'm with him and we win, and now I actually get to compete for HOH in the final round.
Mm-hmm.
It's brilliant.
By her doing that, it put them in a bad spot. Put Keanu in a bad spot.
Yes, but Keanu was always trying to win, and he wasn't going to put up Rachel.
The moment he won the thing, he said, "Yeah, this is my competition."
Yep.
if someone declares that this is theirs, this is ours. Like, we in this together.
Yes. Royal we.
Yes. We are doing this. So after that, as Tasha said, Rachel grabbing Keanu was hilarious. They end up losing, and the final three are Jimmy, Riley, and Zach. And obviously they have to go against each other. Zach is persona non grata at this moment for the other side. So he's with Mickey and Morgan and them, because it kind of has to be.
Yep.
Jimmy is obviously Mickey Morgan and them, and then Riley is not. He was the person that voted against them. After it's all said and done, Riley wins HOH. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
It's the most screen time. Like, Riley during the HOH competition is more screen time than he's gotten cumulatively over the entire season.
Yeah. Immediately after he wins HOH.
Mm-hmm.
They dance. Rachel does a great fake. Yeah! Yeah!
Not her first Big Brother season.
No. When that's done, though, immediately Keanu pulls him to the side and says, "What are we doing?" Mickey, Morgan, Ashley. Done.
So,
Signed, still delivered.
hold on. So when Keanu says Mickey, Morgan, Ashley, that's fine. When Riley says Mickey, Morgan, Ashley, you should probably consider the optics of putting those three up. I'm just saying.
The country guy?
Yeah.
The three black girls?
Three women of color. I'm just looking around the house, and it looks a little odd. Maybe a little sexist. Because, and that's the other thing, like I've been saying on this pod every week, at what point do the girls just look around and be like, maybe we should all work together? So, like, you can put up three women, and I can get it, but I don't think Riley
Those three
can put those three women up against him. Will could do it. Keanu could do it.
Catherine could do it.
It looks bad, but, like, Catherine could do it. I don't think Riley could do it.
Riley decides he's doing it. This is where it gets good. So Keanu it gets that word. Keanu doesn't know what's going on in this game, so he tells Zach, "Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure we're going with those girls. You know what I'm saying? We're going with Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley." Zach, who understands what position he's in right now based on this vote that just happened 3 hours ago,
Yep.
says, "Hey, just a heads up, ladies. It's probably gonna be y'all."
Yep. I just heard it through the grapevine and decided to share.
Yeah. Which immediately Mickey goes to Morgan, "Should I think it's time."
Also, them showing Ashley just popping into the room when they're trying to talk twice, very funny.
Ashley got to understand that she's not in that core group.
Yeah.
But then even when Mickey goes, I'm gonna need some help," She goes and says, Rachel, I'm going to need your acting skills. I loved when Rachel said, I have been a part-time waitress. I have been a part-time waitress on The Bold and the Beautiful, a recurring actress on The Bold and the Beautiful from 2010 to 2012.
She has more acting credits than me. I would go to her if I needed the job done.
And what a job she does. Because she enacts it immediately. I got to talk about this because first off, we got to go to our fourth topic. Riley's HOH reign? Because the moment this is enacted, he states, he reads the card and then he states, come clean now. Just tell me who it is. You'll be safe. No harm will befell you or your comrades. Just let me know right now up front, because I'm gonna find out. It's gonna come out. I'm gonna find out.
I've never seen a cowboy mob boss before. Because that's what he was doing.
You saw how it worked? It didn't work too well.
It did that. I mean, it's his first time. He doesn't have acting credits like Rachel.
Correct.
But like, I don't understand how threatening someone just stole your power and now you're just threatening that you're like, if you don't tell me, then I'm coming after you. How, sir? They're going to have the power. So you have to get it right. So they have no reason to they have no reason to come out to you because they have to get it right.
Right. We get he starts the interrogations. He starts on it's either Mickey or Ashley. I thought our girl was cooked.
I thought our girl was cooked too. And as they start showing the people coming in, the first 4 or 5 people are like, yes,
Mickey or Ashley. Mickey or Ashley, but I think Ashley. It went exactly like this. Mickey or Ashley. Mickey or Ashley, but maybe Ashley. Mickey or Ashley, but probably Ashley. Dog, you know it's Ashley.
Yeah.
You know it's Ashley. You know it's Ashley. Now Riley, I know it's Ashley.
And it's funny because I think it was Zach who said, like, during that challenge, Mickey was helping Ashley. So why would she help someone unless she didn't already have something?
Vince said that. Vince said that. The reason it's important is because Zach is the one that knows it's Mickey because he was standing right there when Mickey got it.
Yes.
And so it was Vince that said that. From what he heard, was that Mickey helped Ashley. And like you said, if she already got it, that's where you're thinking. But then Zach comes in there and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's Ashley. Because afterwards, he's like, I feel much safer with Mickey having the power than Riley having the power after what just happened.
Yes.
So I thought she was cooked because I knew Zach knew. If everything doesn't happen exactly how it did, where Zach's like, yeah, we can't give this baby a gun.
Yeah.
When the moment that happened, it put it on Ashley, and everyone just went with it. They were all locked in.
Like, I understand that a lot of them just think Ashley is dumb, which Ashley resents, but like, I get it because the whole like who's Clark Kent thing. She may be a lawyer, but she's not sharp. She could be book smart, but she's not sharp. So then, like, other than that, I don't know why people dislike her. And it seems like Catherine is leading the charge.
So, that's what's interesting, right? Catherine, no revelation says Kat shutting down Ashley and Rachel was hilarious. As Ashley goes up there and does a fantastic job because she doesn't know who has it, but she knows it's not her.
Yep.
But she's like, man, I'm so sorry for what happened here. And he's like, Riley's like, I'm going to give you one more time to just tell me that it's you.
If you're threatening me, I'm laughing in discomfort, and you're taking that as admission, Cool.
Yes. She goes back downstairs, and Catherine says, I don't know what you think is so funny. The worst day of his life, and you think this is so funny? My guy, it's a fucking game.
Also, if this is the worst day of his life, what does his life look like?
Probably pretty good because all he did is losing his power. But he's afraid of not, I'm not going to see my family. Listen, if things go well, I might just be sending your ass to go see them real quick. Like,
Yeah.
if that's kind of what we're looking for here. And as Kat says is yelling at them, I love that Rachel came to Ashley's defense.
Yeah. That's her homegirl. That's her one of her final twos.
And she said, you're not going to yell at my friend like that, man. Now, I did think that it was funny when Rachel said, sit down. And the cat said, I'm already sitting.
That was pretty funny.
I'm sat. I don't really know what to tell you.
Rachel tried to get, Rachel put on her mom voice for that one. It was actually pretty funny.
Yes. And then Rachel says, let's go, Ashley. We're not dealing with this.
Yep.
I did like, though, Tasha's correct, because CJ, Ashley has clocked the house. She
has.
knows the dynamics of the house, but she doesn't necessarily seem to really understand where she fits into the dynamics of the house. But she knows what's going on. And she knows that Vince is the biggest target.
Yeah.
He's the biggest mastermind. Rachel's the one, though. Rachel is the real hero here. Because she puts on that acting performance when she's like, could be America. And then when Riley goes and rereads the thing, I was like, oh, she's really acting like she's really put him in a tizzy here.
Yeah. She's like,
Jimmy's-
I'm just redirect everything. Let someone else figure it out for him.
One thing that I read was that the reason that Jimmy goes in there and says that he thinks it's Ashley is because he thinks it's Rachel, because apparently Rachel told him he needs to think it's Ashley. I need him to think it's Ashley. Jimmy working closely with Rachel's like, oh, you got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on Ashley. And then when it's Mickey, is like, oh, okay. Tell me why CJ at the very end, when he is dead set on it being Ashley, dead set on it being Ashley, when Mickey stands up, Riley's like, you lied to me. Bruh, even first off, in the Mickey thing, it looked like you didn't ask her no questions.
Which is what Mickey said. You
Correct.
lied to me. I didn't have a chance to because you didn't let me talk.
Secondly, if she could talk, of course she's gonna lie to you.
Unless they were all doing an I am Spartacus, no one is going to tell you they have it.
Correct.
Yeah, I have it. You should probably, punish me for trying to steal your... No. You're done. No.
And the war that we were looking for seems to have started.
Yes.
That was such a good episode to me.
I also loved... So I'm watching the episode with my wife last night, and she looks at the clock, and it's like 8:40, and she's like... They have a lot to get through in these next 20 minutes, because that was when the challenge ended. Or the HOH competition ended. And I'm like, yeah, we're probably getting a cliffhanger with the power. Because we both knew that the power was being used because we read spoilers and follow up, during the weekend. And lo and behold, we end the episode with Mickey taking power, which means we're going to get so much more than we normally get in the 90-minute episodes on Wednesday. Because those episodes, the first 3 weeks, have been nothing burgers to the point where we're getting full credits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This time we're gonna have the nomination. We're gonna have the veto ceremony, and the veto picks. It's gonna be the whole shebang.
It will actually be worth watching instead of watching the nonsense that they're up to because they just need to fill the time.
Correct. With that being said, I think it is time for our first season rankings. I think it's time for some rankings, CJ.
I gotta look
Time
up
to
the
pull
cast
up
because there's so many
The
people.
cast. And these rankings may end up being wrong. Let's do something we haven't done before. Let's rank together. All right.
You want to do alternating picks?
Yes, sir. We're gonna rank together. Um, whoever you place a person, that person obviously can't be replaced. They can't be placed later. We're going to do a combined ranking on who we think from the bottom to the top, who has the best chance to win this game based on the combined rankings.
But we should also probably at least hit spoilers first because
Now we're gonna
that's
hit them
going
after.
to influence the rankings.
You think so?
I, it does for me. It doesn't for me. That's a lie.
Who has the? Do you want to go first or second?
I want to go second.
Okay. So the person that has the least likely chance to win this game, I have at the bottom, Kelly.
Yes, no one likes her.
I think no one likes her. I think she has a long, long road to go to get there. I think that she has the worst chance of the people that are left. You are next, sir.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Keanu just because he's everyone's target,
Okay.
and I don't.
That's a good reason.
It's the. I don't think he can win out from here.
Right. This is a long way to go.
Yeah,
This is a very long way to go.
because he's already lost once as the target, and Casey saved him.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, he won this one. Does he win the next one? Does he win the next one? Does he win? Like we're gonna have a lot of shots to get rid of him. I think that for that reason alone, he's second to last.
Okay. Next, I'm going to go Will. Will has his friends, he has his allies, but none of them are even the allies he has. None of them are looking for him to do anything with.
Okay.
So I have Will as next least likely to win the game.
After that, I have Catherine. I don't think she's
Okay.
really working with anyone. Like she has a couple of people she's tight with, but she doesn't have a big group that she's working with, and no one seems to really be looking out for her. Because her closest allies are Riley, who like Riley will look out for her, and Lauren, but like I don't think Lauren will necessarily look out for her when the time comes. I think Lauren is higher up on Catherine's rankings than Catherine is on Lauren's.
Okay. That's interesting. So you have Catherine there. I have next Ava. This is where I have Ava. I think
I
Ava's
would've
in a
had her
good
higher.
spot. I think Ava's in a good spot, but I don't think anyone respects her game. And so, in terms of winning the game, I don't have her that high. I have her here at 10th because I'm doing the math now. She's at 10th for me.
All right. At ninth, I have Riley for the same
Okay.
reasons as Catherine.
Okay.
Except I think he has less. I think Keanu and Catherine are the only ones that are legitimately looking out for Riley. But I think Riley has already proven he can win some stuff. And that's why Catherine is below him.
Okay. Next here at 8, I have Ashley. I think Ashley is left out of too many things to really be a dominant force. And though she has clocked kind of where everybody is, I don't think that's enough to gain the respect to win the game. Plus, she seems like a person that is easily going to be a house target once the numbers continue to dwindle.
Yes, I agree with that. So
7.
who's next? 7. I'm gonna go with Lauren
Okay.
just because she hasn't picked a side yet, but she just alienated a lot of people, or at least I think she alienated a lot of people, or I don't think she can come back from that.
I think it's kind of been pushed under the rug because of everything else that's happened
Maybe.
with the Riley thing and everything. And Adrian ended up going home. If Will went home, I think you're right. But since Adrian went home,
It's
not that
fine.
big of a deal. Yeah. But we have Lauren at 7. We have
Yeah.
Jimmy at 6.
Yes.
Jimmy's kind of getting found out that he's in a lot of pots. Morgan and Mickey have kind of like blamed Jimmy for a lot of things since they sent home Amy. Since Jimmy sent home Amy, put up Amy. So I have Jimmy at 6 in terms of possibility to win the game. Who do you have at 5th?
Vince for the same reason. He's tight with everyone, and if you're tight with everyone, you're tight with no one.
And he started to get found out a little bit about it.
Yep.
Here at 4, oddly enough, I have Morgan. I have Morgan. Morgan is playing a much better game than I expected, but too many people are kind of catching on to Morgan's things, and she's like the top of the list of the people that she's not working with, and she's kind of high on the list of the people she is working with because she's working with people like Vince and Zach, which they see and they don't love.
Yeah.
So Morgan at 4.
I'm struggling between 2 people, but I'm gonna put Mickey here
At 3?
at 3. I'm struggling between her and someone else for 2. The reason I put Mickey at 3 is because Morgan was her ride or die, and Morgan really Mickey is Morgan's ride or die. But Mickey doesn't see Morgan that way, but nobody else sees Mickey that way. And even though she's very well liked and very well connected within the house, I don't know who's going to take her to Final 2 the way that things are currently breaking down in the house.
Okay. And that puts me at number 2. I think Rachel is number 2 as most likely to win this game.
That's who I was struggling with, was Rachel and Mickey.
So with Rachel at 2, I'm surprised I have Rachel this high. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
Same.
But Rachel's playing a very good game. The people that want her now, mind you, there are rumors that they're just trying to drag her on the jury because they think she'll be a good jury vote. But if you could let Rachel get a little later in the game, she might be able to go on a run. Keanu's the main one beating the drum that she needs to go, and nobody cares what Keanu has to say. Therefore, you're probably in a good spot.
And it's funny because coming into the house, everyone was like, oh, well, we can't let Rachel go far. And then after living with her, they all kind of revere her, where it's like, okay, well, let her get to jury. Okay, well, I still need her as a number to get past 7. Okay, well, I still need her to get a number past 5. Oh, shit, we're at Final 3 and Rachel just won the last 2 competitions. It could happen that easily.
Yeah. And that means we have Zach has the best chance to win the game.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, if it was Rachel and Zach, I think Rachel would beat Zach and I think Rachel would beat anyone if she gets to Final 2, because all she has to say is, you were all going to get rid of me because you didn't want me to win, and yet I'm still here. Doesn't that mean I deserve the money?
And I think that, unlike the other season with Dan, I think that they would give her the money.
I think they would give her the money too. But the reason why I would still have Zach number 1 is I just see more avenues for him to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. And he still has that veto in his pocket. He is not even being talked about as going up.
And he's
Morgan wants to
very
protect
well
him.
liked.
Yes. And Morgan wants to protect him because she has her crush. And then he's protecting Lauren, who's like, whatever.
Yeah.
He's one of the bros.
And Vince having all of his hands in every pot, and he's associated with Vince, which means if Vince has any influence with HOH, Zach won't be discussed.
Correct. So I think Zach's currently in the best spot to win the game, which is such an interesting thing. I didn't think going into the season that was going to be the case. CJ, you do have Zach in the draft. Neither one of us though has Zach making the jury.
Yeah.
So he's playing a better game than we thought he would, based on what we were breaking down.
Correct.
That video it gave us just so many bad reads.
Well,
so many bad reads.
It's funny because in hindsight, watching the videos, if you would have told me immediately after watching the videos and I said my first impressions that Keanu is a douche and everyone's going to be targeting him, I could go back and watch the video and be like, yeah, because I did say that I fast forwarded halfway through because I thought he was boring.
He's not boring.
But He's not boring, but he is not who I thought. I thought he was going to be like the quiet, nerdy dude.
Yeah, nah, man. Nah, man. He is the athletic dude that we expected, though.
Yeah.
So, just to run down the rankings, we have Zach is most likely to win, then Rachel, Mickey, Morgan, Vince, Jimmy, Lauren, Ashley, Riley, Ava, Catherine, Will, Keanu, and then Kelly is the least likely to win the game. CJ,
Well,
I
hold
think
on
it's
one
time.
second. Also, Keanu would also be a challenge casting dream.
Oh, yeah. Very, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. They're going to love to have him on the challenge. Huge dude, the next CT. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Replacement CT. CT is 42. So replacement CT.
Yes.
I think it's time, CJ. I think it's time for spoilers. If you are leaving now because you don't want to be spoiled and you are episodes only, thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern to talk about everything that happened in the Big Brother house this past week. If you're not leaving right now, stick around because we are talking about everything that happened so far with Mickey's HOH. All right, get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because we want you guys to come back next time. All right, CJ, hit it.
Man, I thought they'd never leave.
No, I didn't think so either, CJ, but they are gone. It is now time to talk some spoilers. As you know, Mickey is your HOH. She
And
has
that's
done
where
the
we left it.
nominations. That's where we left it. We have done the nominations. Did you think we were going to get a shakeup?
Absolutely not. I mean, I also read, so I know. And if you watch the episode in the beginning of the credits, you see Mickey and Riley talking in the workout, the inside workout room. Oh, they have it out, and I'm hoping we get clips of it because he's like in her face screaming at her
Yeah, man.
about how she's a
called
terrible
her,
person.
She's a fucking bitch. He
Yeah.
cursed her out. He cursed her. He called her every name outside the book. Right? Riley's pissed. He's
Riley's
pissed.
and again, this reaction is further proof that it's probably not the best optics if he would have put up Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley.
It's even wilder to me is that with everything that just happened, you are no longer the HOH. I would be like, damn, you got me. So, is there any way? How about this? Since you took my HOH, because I won it fair and square, and then you used the power. How about you keep me and Catherine safe? Because I want to keep us safe, and then you do whatever else you want to do.
Yeah. Just try talking
Because-
to him. Don't paint a target on yourself.
That's all you got to do, and that's what I would have been like, man, you got me though. But can I talk to you about what my plan was? Because when he's standing there and is like, you don't even know what the noms are gonna be. You fucking wasted it. You wasted the power. That's not true. You heard correct. You heard it might have been y'all. It might have been. I mean, that's what I would have said straight up. That's what Keanu was pushing. That's what I would have just said. Keanu was pushing that. But
I mean,
I was
she's-
thinking that doing that.
She said, I heard through the grapevine that I'd be one of the names. So why would I not use it?
I would have been like, if I'm Riley, I'm like, hey, yo, it's cool. Can you keep me and Catherine safe? He doesn't do that. He goes off on her. We get the same verse. We get a new verse, same as the first. Keanu's on the block. Kelly's on the block. This time, here's the remix. Riley is on the block too.
Shocking. I am shocked at the names of the 3 nominees that went up.
Yeah, did you know this time, though, Kelly did not volunteer. Kelly said, I'm not volunteering because it's my birthday week, and I'm kind of tired of this shit. And then Mickey said, cool. You're going on the block.
And you know what's funny? Is I think Kelly and Keanu are the only people in the house that could have said that. Well, other than Riley and the shit he pulled this week. And Mickey probably been like, you know what? It's your birthday week. You're safe.
Yeah. I mean, she was the one advocating for Will not to go up because it was the week of his anniversary. So, yeah. She would have been like, it's your birthday? Cool. But she was like, Kelly, you're going up. We get the 3 nominees. Decent nominees. I would have put Catherine up myself. That's on me, but whatever.
Well, as we talked about earlier, Catherine's going to use the veto to save Riley, probably, which means Catherine can sit up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Kelly said that it's her birthday week. Cool. Let's give Kelly this little break, and we're going to put Catherine up there.
Yeah,
Because...
and if the veto gets used, Kelly can go up there.
Exactly. Kelly, hey, I tried, baby. I tried. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
But your birthday was Sunday. The nomination ceremony's on Monday. I don't understand the problem.
I tried. I mean, I kept you off initially, but you know it is what it is. You good at the Blockbuster, so like just go win the Blockbuster again.
You'll be fine.
And so yeah, you'll be fine. And so obviously we get a veto competition. Same new verse, same as the first. Keanu wins his second in a row. Third, he's been holding on to because Casey won one for him.
Yep.
Keanu wins the veto, and so immediately, CJ, the question is, who's the third nominee? Who's the fourth nominee? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, Captain's looking real good over there.
She's sitting right over there, right? Catherine's sitting right over there, come still on this block next to her boo thing, and he probably tell everybody to send his ass home. He probably tried to throw her to Blockbuster. He tried to do everything because he loved Catherine. Well, that's not what she does. Everybody came up there and was like pitching Vince. Because to me, this is a great Vince backdoor option. Remember I said the back door is shut?
Yeah.
And I said it was padlocked. I said, you know what? It's actually not padlocked. There's a crack in the door. This is the crack. Vince has a 33% chance of escaping right here.
Yes.
We do have the Kelly on the block who has won every Blockbuster.
She didn't win the second one because she didn't play in it.
Correct.
She probably would have beat Adrian in that puzzle.
She has won all the other Blockbusters she's competed in.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity to take Vince out. Because Vince could be sitting there next to Riley. Vince could be sitting there next to Kelly if Riley pulls it out. The likelihood of Vince, especially after what he did in that balance beam competition, this is your chance.
Yeah.
So that's not what she does.
And that's the thing. Vince can go. I know Vince is working with everyone, which means he's not like I'm on the bottom. Not only that, but if I'm Mickey and I'm looking at it as like, well, Morgan's tight with Vince and Zach, I need to start breaking that up.
Yeah. And I would just have to be like, homegirl, like, I know you're tight with them, but Vince is in everybody's pocket.
Yeah.
Like, the boys aren't even mad. Like, go ask Keanu what happened with that vote. He'll tell you that Vince got duped by Zach.
Yeah.
Obviously, Vince had to told him that, right? Vince is the one that's causing all the trouble.
Well, and even if you don't believe that, I'm doing you a favor by not putting up the boy you have a crush on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I still want to work with you, and I know you like him. I got to take out his partner.
Correct. This is a good opportunity to put a Vince. Rachel had an interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel said that they should vote out Ava. She should put up Ava.
Which is wild to think about because Ava's on vacation.
No, it wasn't. She wasn't talking about Ava.
So
She can't say exactly who she's talking about, but she was talking about herself. The night before, Ashley told her that the plan is that they're going to get her to jury.
Gotcha.
So Ava was code for Rachel. Mickey's crying and she's like, I like Ava. And Rachel's like, I like Ava too, but Ava has to get back to her life. Now, Mary here in the chat says Ava was code for Rachel, which is true. She says that Rachel was contractually obligated for a month. I don't know about that, but I do know that she wants to win the game.
Yes.
But I do know that Ashley told her that we're going to get you in jury. Mickey even tells her, I need Ava in jury. And she's like, that's not fair to Ava. Like, Ava could go back to her family and go live her life.
Yep. She could.
And that was a long conversation, a lot of tears from both Ava and the Ava in this conversation and Mickey. I don't know how it ended in terms of conversation because at the end of the day, Ava doesn't go on the block.
Nope.
Mickey
Ashley, who should have gone on the block last week, also did not go on the block.
Correct. They put up Jimmy.
Yeah, when I saw that after feeds came back up, I'm like, I understand, but I was still extremely confused
I
for
don't
all
understand.
the reasons we've
Explain
been
it to
hitting.
me.
No. Like, I understand we don't really trust him anymore. He's rubbed us the wrong way, but for every single reason that we've discussed for the last 76 minutes, why are we putting up someone who was in my group of 6? In my group of 3.
Correct. I'm putting up these people that are not with me. I'm putting up Vince. This is our chance. This is the shot. It was lined up. Mary says right here in the chat, congratulations to the unemployed. He is going to win the game. It's crazy.
I understand not wanting to work with Jimmy because of the same reasons as Vince, as far as I think you're working with everyone. I don't really trust you. I don't like XYZ. But I know you trust me, which means I'm safe.
Right. It's the craziest thing.
It makes no sense.
Tasha said it's wild. It's wild. And so
and this is at least the third week in a row where someone is the HOH. And then the moves that they put, like starting with Jimmy with the Amy vote, makes no sense. I already thought you were playing too hard too fast. Now I think you're a dumbass.
That's really what it was, though, right? Because of the Amy vote, that's where Mickey and Morgan lost their faith in them and him.
Yeah,
he didn't want to listen to them, and that was crazy to me that you like bulldoze. Because even in this situation, if I'm Mickey, I'm telling Morgan, Vince is running this game, and I know you're close to him, but the way things are moving, he's everywhere. If I'm Mickey, I'm selling Morgan on the fact that Vince isn't worth it, and we got to put a Vince, because I can't just do it arbitrarily. I need to get her on. I need to get her on board with me making this move.
Yes.
Jimmy just did shit willy nilly.
Mm-hmm.
And then now here he is on the block by one of his allies because he's doing shit willy nilly.
But even if he's doing shit willy nilly, again, there's 14 people in the house. He'll keep me till 9, which is jury.
At least right here, though, Tasha said Mickey's doing the same thing she's accusing Jimmy of doing during his HOH. The difference is, though, everyone knew that was a part of the plan. They didn't agree. Nobody agreed. They didn't think it was a good idea, but she went over why she was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an interesting situation. So now Jimmy's on the block. Jimmy feels betrayed.
It goes back to what we were talking about last week, doing what's best for your game. Taking a shot and blowing up one of your alliances at 14 is not what's best for your game.
Correct.
It will never be what's best for your game when you're in a majority alliance and you want to pick one off now. No, you're stupid. Just keep picking off the numbers to make sure you maintain the super majority in the house, and you can start worrying about cutting this dude at like 9 or 10 when the numbers dwindle.
Right.
New rule, first 6 weeks of the house, you cannot take a shot at an ally. Come see me on day 43.
Right. It's so crazy. But the whole house is breaking up because of this thing. We're going to see how it falls out. See, CJ, I think we're in for a wild few days. Another failure of an HOH.
There's going to be a lot of lobbying from Jimmy, which I think if Jimmy's sitting on the block next to either of them, he's fine. I think there's a lot of lobbying. I think there's going to be a lot of lobbying from Keanu. It's so funny because in a vacuum, I would say that all three of them would probably be persona non grata if they were sitting on the block. But the possibilities of them all sitting next to each other makes my head hurt when I try to figure out who would go home.
Right. I haven't even been able to break down what may happen yet. So I couldn't even give you like where the votes are looking.
Yeah. Like for the first time, we're going to leave this podcast and I'm going to be closely following up until Thursday because I really don't know where the numbers are going to go versus when we've left this, we were pretty confident with where the numbers were going to go.
We were the only one that like flipped was the Adrian Will one because the numbers were leaning towards Will going home.
Yeah.
But who would have thought Ava's compelling speech would have changed everything?
Yeah.
But CJ, once again, it was a pleasure chatting with you about this. Guys in the chat, Mary, Tasha, thank you guys for joining us. Everybody else that joined us throughout the stream. We'll be back next week at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern to talk about everything that happened, the fallout of Mickey's HOH, and everything that's happening after that. We'll talk about the new HOH and all that good stuff. Thank y'all for joining us. Coming to you from outside of the Big Brother's house. Good night.
Peace.